My girlfriend and I stumbled onto two systems by pure accident. One was the 100 times macro multiplier. The other was the 100 times micro minimizer. 3 days later, the great deluge hit. Without warning, torrential rain swallowed the city. Everyone was trapped inside. No way out. Overnight, resources became the only thing standing between life and death. I had instant pasta and packaged bread. With the macro multiplier, I stretched every last scrap. I rationed carefully. I scraped through 5 brutal years on a dwindling stockpile. And the moment the rain finally stopped, she pushed me off the roof.
If you hadn't stolen my macro multi-malter, I could have used it to save Liam's family! Ethan, you're a good person every other way. You're just so incredibly selfish.
Liam was Ava's childhood sweetheart. She had asked me to save his family. I refused, but this was the deluge. No one had it easy. I wasn't about to hand our lifeline to people who had no claim on it. Then the world went black. When I opened my eyes, I was back. Back to the day of the systems. Back to the very beginning. This time, Ava moved first. Her hand shot out and locked onto the macro multiplier before I could blink. That's when I knew she'd been given a second chance too.
Please select into systems.
My head was still spinning, thick and slow, like wading through mud. Hadn't she just pushed me off a roof? The vertigo took a moment to pass. Then Ava snapped out of her daze and lunged forward.
Confirmed. System has been bound to you.
She shot me a triumphant sidelong look. The satisfaction in her eyes was barely even hidden. Cold clarity settled in my chest. I let out a slow, quiet breath. In my last life, I saved her, but she killed me for someone else at last. She loves Liam that much? Fine. This time, I'm not lifting a finger to help her.
Then, I'll take the micro minimizer.
Confirmed. System has been bound to you.
Ava could barely contain herself. She grabbed a glass off the table and activated the macro multiplier.
Oh my god! It's real! The macro multiplier is actually mine!
I watched her with flat, cold eyes. This is the woman I nearly destroyed myself protecting.
Babe, now that the macro multiplier is mine, aren't you even a little jealous? I can enlarge anything I want. Your micro minimizer sounds pretty useless, honestly.
What's the difference? It's just a system. You wanted it, so you took it. I genuinely don't mind. Let her think she's win.
They grew up in the same village. Liam's family later got rich and moved away. When Ava saw him again, she fell for him hard. In my past life, even during the worst of the deluge,
No, I won't do it.
Please, Ethan, it's Liam's family. You have the multiplier, why won't you help them?
I said no, that's...
How can you be so cold?
she secretly gave away a third of our food to his family. I found out too late. She valued a man who gave her nothing more than me, who gave her everything. I was completely done with her.
Fine.
Babe, you're the best. I just knew you wouldn't be upset over something this small.
I'm tired. Going to sleep. You should get some rest too.
I walked into my room and locked the door. Then I sat down and started planning in earnest. I had already ordered a compact wind power generator. Even during the worst storms, I'd have steady electricity. Everything else was already on its way. All I needed now was to wait. Ava thought her system made her untouchable. She spent a few $100s on snacks and locked them in her room. She checked the lock twice. She was afraid I'd steal from her. She never saw the irony. I wasn't staying in this apartment at all. Even shrunken to 1% of my size, someone might still stumble across me here. I needed a space no one else knew about, and I had one, a hidden bunker, built inside my bedroom wall. I built a secret room in the wall during the renovation. Ava never knew about it. Only my phone could unlock it. She'd never get in.
Babe, do you have any cash? Lend me a few thousand. I want to buy some food.
No. I just bought a new refrigerator. My account is empty.
You bought a refrigerator? Why on earth would you need a new refrigerator?
Because I wanted one. Is that a problem?
Nah, never mind. I was just wondering. Babe, you know those snacks you had stashed in your room? I gave them away to the elderly residents who live alone in the building.
She looked at me expectantly, waiting to be called generous. I stared at her. In one afternoon, Ava got the system she wanted. Without a word to me, she took all my emergency food and gave it away to strangers. She knew I had nothing else. She knew exactly what she was doing, but she didn't feel guilty at all. If I hadn't been reborn, if I hadn't already spent all my money, she would have killed me again, just more slowly. Now, watching her look so proud of herself made me sick. I thought I'd been good to her. I stood by her, left school to work hard for her, and gave her everything. I even bought us an apartment and asked for nothing. Then Liam moved right across the hall. I knew exactly what she was planning. The moment the deluge hit, she'd swoop in as Liam's savior, bringing food, offering survival, and make him fall for her. She didn't get it. If anyone found out about her system, she'd be the most hunted person in the building. Everyone would come for her. Ava practically bounced out the front door and...
Ava? What are you doing here?
Come on, let's talk inside.
The moment his door clicked shut, I picked up my phone and checked the date, the 14th, 3 days until the deluge begins. There's still time. I got in my car and drove straight to the nearest supermarket. I emptied the shelves. Pasta, bread, water, toilet paper, vegetable seeds, vitamins, all the essentials. On a whim, I grabbed a crate of baby chicks too. Then I stopped at a furniture store and bought a full set for my space. I was building myself a new world. My apartment was on an upper floor. In my last life, floodwaters never reached it, even at the worst of the deluge. I wasn't leaving. I was just going to live differently. I spent until my bank account hit zero. Ava, meanwhile, hadn't prepared a single thing. She knew the deluge was coming. She just wasn't worried. With a system, she could expand any food source she needed. So why bother stockpiling? She was too busy daydreaming. That evening, Ava came in, looking totally lost in a fantasy.
Babe, hypothetically, if I saved Liam's whole family, do you think he'd be grateful?
No.
Are you kidding me? Of course Liam would be grateful.
I didn't respond. I was already scrolling through listings on my phone, finalizing the last few things I needed. She killed me once. I'm not giving her a second shot at it. This time, she's on her own.